Hello and welcome. This is Detective Eliza. We're going to seek this particular soul, who I just happened to have a good long part one with, but something tells me that they wanted to communicate tonight for part two. If that's the case, we'll see, because I will turn on Spirit Talker. Maybe they had more to say, but they just didn't have the EMF meter went spiky. Didn't have enough energy earlier today. Now that we have it where it's been a few hours and it's tonight, and they know that I'm not sweltering from the heat in the room because it has cooled off, that maybe the energy will be a little bit better for them as well. I still have all 3 lights on, 2 lamps, a ceiling light for them to gain the energy. So again, please watch part 1 to understand this person's story. Well, she passed away at age 40-ish, 41, 42. And yeah, so again, we'll see what Spirit Talker has to say, aka them, hopefully. If it seems gibberishy or just totally random, I'm just going to believe, yeah, it doesn't seem right. That seems random. So hopefully they are able to utilize that app. I think they already utilized the REM pod just a bit ago with the clickety click click, and of course the EMF meter. We'll see if they do the cat balls. They didn't in part 1. Again, I don't know if it was because they didn't have the energy or they were probably saving it for tonight. And by the way, this is Detective Lazaria. Whoever is joining me, thank you. Again, we'll see what comes through the app. Hopefully something related to their story. Oh, there we go. Someone's coming back. They're coming back. Woohoo. All right. Just so you guys can see a little bit of a snippet what happened to her. But of course, I have a long story that I have written up for that person that I will share in the description. Oh, okay.
You are admired.
Thanks. I did tell them in part 1 that they can utilize that as a Morse code. Excuse me. And I mentioned, excuse me, as I lose my voice already. As I was mentioning in part 1, I'm wondering if they kind of gave me this sign by making me watch this particular video of her story. And is that now how the spirits are going to bring their story to me?
My body was taken.
So that could be the spouse's situation, because it was. Here, let me show you. Well, not show you, but let me So eventually it was found, and then I guess because he was at that time unconscious, but eventually he survived. So technically his body was taken. Otherwise, it could also refer to the main person I'm trying to reach. Because again, so apparently for about what seemed like 9 days, I think, they couldn't find her body until it again swelled up with gas and lifted back up to shore. Oh, it says right here. Sorry, I did mention it, so. So did I do the right thing by continuing for part 2? Is this what you needed? Just a little extra time?
Thompson.
Hi, Thompson. I don't know a Thompson, but hi. I know that there is somebody named Johnson that is the father of the spouse, but not Thompson. I did find out because it spewed up, I think it was Julie and Doris. And I was like, well, I'll look up to see if, and Cyrus. I'll look up and see if any of those names are tied to these 2 particular souls. Well, they weren't, except Cyrus, maybe because the S for the spouse's name in the middle name is Silas, Silas, and unfortunately that's not in the word bank. So maybe they were trying to say their middle name. I don't know. Otherwise, it's, again, a repetitive spew.
Pandemonium.
Okay. Of course, they're going to give you a long, long word to be like, I gotta look that up. But not me. I'm just going to let it flow. I mean, maybe there could have been a Thompson on that steamboat. I don't know. I did not dig into the other possible passengers of the steamboat to see who passed away besides the main soul I'm trying to reach. But that doesn't mean, I mean, those other names could have been abandoned. I don't know. Anyways. The person that was with the spouse, well, he came through, I believe. And part 1, his name is Joseph, or Joe. So he came through. So it was nice.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. So again, if you are the one that starts with an E or a P for this specific story and your last names are Howk, I don't want to try to pronounce it. I'll probably say it wrong anyways. Apparently your story, which was said in another session just a bit ago earlier today, almost 50-ish minutes, I'm giving you more time, making more airtime to talk and tell more of your story. Hey, yep, more time. Hi. It's okay. I'm not scared. I wasn't expecting it. So again, I hope you don't mind. I'm giving you more quality time to talk. So if it again is E or P, This is your chance. Oh, yeah.
We're really here.
Yes, yes, yes. Hi, hi, hi. Does that mean E and P are? Hello? So I did the right thing. Part 2. Yep, yep, yep. Hello? It also mentioned tonight, so I said I'll do it tonight. Here we are. What are the odds of it saying we're really here and they're using the REM pod? Yeah. And not just click, click, but beep, beep, beep. Yep, yep, yep. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yep, yep. I don't know what they're saying, but yep, yep. Uh-huh. How about this? Can you make it one solid beep if you are E? Is it possible? Just one solid beep. And then I'll ask about the other person. So just start with the E name. Here, I'll show you the E name. Oh.
Annihilation.
Annihilation. I'm not so sure about that word. First, it said pandemonium. Now it says that word. Again, I'm pointing at your name that starts with E, your maiden name, and your...
Manifesting.
Oh, okay. This is manifesting. Okay, we'll see. So I'm hoping it's the E one, the main person of the story. Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll capture the quote manifestation of her spirit, but again, we got cat balls to light up if she's not being, or it is a she, isn't being seen, or the REM pod again. Because sometimes our eyes and the cameras can't capture you, which is a bummer. But that doesn't mean we don't know that you're not here. You already told me you were here and in the REM pod. So is it possible to do one nice long beep, like beep, to say yes, Eliza is here? And then we'll wait, and then I'll ask about the other one. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Got some words of wisdom, huh? Well, we'll wait for those words of wisdom to come through as well. Something tells me it was probably a little bit too much for them to do that beep, 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 and also say we're here. Or sorry, we're really here. I probably took a lot of energy. So again, light sources in the room that are on are your source of energy. Absorb and return to whatever you want to use for your communication. Whether it's the REM pod, Capall, Spirit Talker app. The EMS meter is just there as a source that you're around. Oh.
Many other souls.
Is this related to the same tragic incident that happened on June 9th, 1847? 1847. Were there more that didn't make it? Not just this one that starts with E. Because I believe some others may have perished that day. Not just the E one. But I didn't get the little, what do you call it, list of people who had passed that day. I will do some research and look and see if any of the names that came through part 1. Oh.
Upset me.
So this tragic incident upset them, which could be the P word. I think they got upset because everything seemed to be going well on that lovely day until the tragic incident where Where the heck did it go? Ah, it's there. So apparently something happened and they had a turnaround.
Malevolence.
That felt very, that word. So I don't know if it's the spouse that starts with a P or if it's E coming through to tell us that they are feeling upset. That something upset them. And again, for somebody who was just trying to be on board, aka the steamboat, to go and cross the lake, to follow the lake. I don't know which way it was, but I had east on the part 1 and a failed attempt it said west. I don't know which direction from New York to Ohio if you were to take the steamboat from Lake Erie down this lake into that area of Ohio. But anyways, her family lives in Ohio and she was just trying to, do a twofer, hang out with her spouse and visit family. But again, something unfortunately that day occurred. Oh, you're doing it again. I heard a tap. Ceiling, middle. You did that in part 1, but it was all over the place. I have my ears open. I'm listening. Oh.
Cruelty.
I don't know what you're referring to when you're putting cruelty. You felt like that's how it felt when you lost your, I'll just say it, wife? Like, that upset you? Again, if this is the one that starts with a P, it's cruelty feeling because of what happened to your wife, and it upsets you that you weren't able to save her. Again, if I'm going and doing the right thing, I'm saying the right stuff, give me some type of sign. I'll try to look at the EMF meter. If it goes yellow, orange, or red, otherwise rim pad or capel. Is that what you are saying to me? Upset me and cruelty is because of what happened to your wife and you not being able to save her despite your efforts.
I'm in the trees.
Well, that's a good question. When he did get found, I wonder if he was near some shrubs or trees. I don't know. Didn't say. Otherwise, I do have my session on a cat tree. So are you here next to this area, aka my cat tree? Because it says I'm in the trees. I don't know. It could be a random spew too. I'm just going with the flow and stuff. So again, we haven't yet got the 2 names we were hoping for yet. I mean, it's only been almost 20 minutes. But it seems that they're trying to come through. And because of it, it said most of their story in part 1. They probably are like, you already said most of it. Heard something behind me, and I didn't move.
Malefic.
What are the odds of it saying a bunch of this stuff? And I think part 1 had a little bit of that too. Oh, and of course, hold on, I have to reach over. My body is not meant to bend over that far. Okay, so again, I already did it twice in part 1. But I could say it again. You just, again, as I mentioned in part 1, tap a cat ball. And I'll take a moment to say it again. And maybe even if it's not E or P, it could be somebody else from that steamboat that may have perished that same day. Because maybe they too have a story. But because these two have a unique story, that their story gets pushed behind into the dust or the waves. So again, I will look up later. I don't want to get too distracted.
Missed.
Well, I mean, technically it did say manifesting, so I don't know. Maybe we are supposed to see a bit of a mist somewhere, despite me not seeing a mist. I don't know. Otherwise, perhaps on that day there was some mist, like fog. Could have been a slight foggy day. Unfortunately, I did not write every single detail down of their story onto my notes, so I don't remember. There was some news clipping of how the day went.
Implies.
So mist implies as fog. So you were referring to mist being how the day went? It got a little bit misty, like foggy? Since the REM pod's been quiet, you can just go quickly to it. Just say click or beep to see, yep, it was a bit foggy, misty, or very warm, humidity, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to let that pass then. I'm too afraid to do it. I really am.
Ugly.
Well, the situation that happened may have appeared definitely ugly. Or wait, the weather turned ugly. Maybe that's what they mean. It seemed very nice and beautiful at the start, and then it got ugly. And that's when things got pretty bad. Okay, that's what they mean. All right. So here, let me see. So they're basically, it's this. There are what seems to be a steamboat from New York collided with the steamer Chesapeake near that area of Ohio on Lake Erie in that date. Apparently, I guess what they call it is vessels. A lot of that through specific details. Oh, apparently the exact date, time, and casualties are scarce in historical records. Oh. Interesting. So it isn't truly out there for us to know exactly how many perished that day, huh?
You're very respectful.
Is that why we said that? Because I just looked up for the others to see if I could find a list? I was trying. But again, this happened in 1847. It is now 2026. Your records aren't around for us to find. The only reason why the lady with the E has a story is because of the survivor at the time, her spouse that starts with a B. He told her story. Yes. Wow. That is why her story is important. Yes. Wow. Yep. It's very important to know about his wife and him. Their LOVE story. Wow. I mean, again, it's been very quiet until I mentioned exactly on point of stuff. Wow. The title. Wow. Yeah, wow. Today's topic and no, today's title will be wow, wow, wow. Yeah? Can you imagine if I had the title wow, wow, wow? If you want my title to be wow, 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 3 wows.
Wood.
Oh, I thought they were going to say wood. That's right. You gathered a bunch of wood, planks, doors to make a raft to have you and your wife to go on to try to survive. Yes, wood.
They keep secrets here.
Again, maybe they don't want to have the true amount of people that had passed away that unfortunate tragic day. Again, 2 vessels collided, so we don't know if others from the other vessel also had casualties. So the government, city, the state, town, they didn't want people to know. And here you are like, I ain't gonna have that. My wife deserves to be known that she was the most wonderful thing to me and how she passed away. She was courageous and kind, obviously loving, beautiful. And I'm sure it was very hard to live what was at the time the remaining of your life without her, despite you remarrying. Something tells me you were deep down feeling the loneliness of without her. I'm sure you thought of her every moment of the day, even with your second wife. And I think you may have had kids, so your reminders through the kids. So again, these 2 also were able to have children, but yes, okay. Wow. You were able to watch over your children, right? After you passed away and she and you were able to watch over them? Until they got old enough to have family themselves?
Correct.
Wow. Okay, now it's 4 wows. Wow, 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 wow. Or, I need a new title. Wow. Yeah. I knew this was the right idea to do part 2. I just knew it. Sometimes you have to talk to them, and this is what I'm doing. I feel like I'm talking to what I believe is P, E-T-E-R. Right? Right. And I believe E-L-I-Z-A is with them. Right? He's like, what's that spell? Your wife's name. I spelled it out. E-L-I-Z-A is with you. Oh, maybe by saying correct and all that stuff, it took out a big chunk of their energy. Okay. You're asking too much, woman. Ooh, this is, wow. Title is basically part 2, wow. So
Marie.
Oh, Marie. I don't know what her middle name is. Is that a child's name that you guys had? I don't know. It doesn't state your children's names. And I'm too afraid to do it. But I'm going to try. I did try to type in your name. in the ancestry.com. And again, your middle name supposedly is Silas, Silas. Right here, I got a little family tree. And then the relationship. Well, I believe you did have family, but maybe it was either they didn't mention the names of the family. Oh, that's so cute. So when he remarried, he named one of his daughters the same name. That's nice to know. You did that in memory of her? You named the... Yes. Wow. 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 I don't know how many times I'm going to say wow. Okay, so you guys can see. So again, he named the daughter that.
Where are you from?
Yeah, you're probably like, where is this lady from? I'm from California. You guys lived in New York and headed to Ohio. So yeah, apparently now that you're spirits, we can remotely communicate. Isn't that cool? Don't you think that's awesome? Detective Lazaria gets to communicate to any and all souls from all over the world and wherever they passed. And because they are in heaven, heaven is literally one place. That's now and here. Wow. So again, I just don't see on this particular family tree the names of the children, what I thought was, again, the children with your original wife, your first one. So either the person didn't add them or there's no record of it. Well,
down in the mines.
There were some people that worked in the mines in that area. So it's a possibility that some of the people that were in the steamboat were, traveling from one place to another. Or maybe because of how the steamboats are operated, it's kind of like, feels like they're in a mine. Pardon me. Yes, that's what it is. Ah. Okay, I was right. Okay. So he's telling me to look at another family tree and see if they list it. Got it. I gotcha. Please hold. There are chances of finding another family tree, hopefully, fingers crossed, that may mention a little bit more on your family. Yes. No. They don't know if this son of yours that starts with the C. Oh.
No, I won't.
Unsure what you mean by that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's talking to someone else, a spirit, not me. So again, maybe the children are actually okay. So again,
hopefulness.
Well, that's exactly what they were hoping for. Is hopefulness that would survive the tragic disaster that it struck that day. They were hoping to survive. But again, the darn current, because of the rescuer steamboat coming, it just big currents of waves pushed the raft up and down. Unfortunately, again, his wife slipped down into the water. And unfortunately, he was not able to get a hold of her despite his efforts. So in this one, it seems that they added the C name of the son to both of them. So they're not sure who belongs to who. Who's the biological mother. So maybe it is. Maybe this first one, because if you look at the dates, it is. Never mind, it is. Never mind. You know why I can tell? Because of the fact that the woman passed away in 1847, and this lady didn't marry the P word until 2 years later. So how's that possible for this?
Attachment.
How is it possible for that son to be born in 1829 and be tied to the second wife? So yes, it is indeed his first wife. It starts with an E, her son. So I don't know. It looks like the one that was named after the wife, that starts with an E, that daughter definitely is indeed the second wife's daughter because of her her birth year being 1854. So there you go. Detective figured it out. So attachment, again, trying to grab a hold of the door or the raft, makeshift raft that you had. We were trying to have her grab a hold, stay attached to that float thingy, but again, it was just too strong of a wave of current, and she again got a little pushy down the, which I'm assuming it's slippery. Hope again. You were hoping to stay afloat, stay on the raft. Aw, he was really hoping that he would also save her too. Right? Peter? You were hoping that you could have found her in the waters and got her back up. Even if it meant you passing. You didn't care, right? If you were able to save her, got her back up on that makeshift raft, even if you would have gone, it would have been worth it for you. You would have risked your life for that, right? You just wanted her to have a future, a life. And since you both had a son, you wanted your son to have his mommy. Am I making sense yet? Beep. Hopefully. That's what I'm thinking when he keeps putting hopefulness and hope. And it's kind of like, to me, when they're that close and that strong bond, they would do anything for one another, even if it meant to sacrifice their life to save another. Is it possible she was pregnant?
Daddy.
See? So is this the son? I mean, he got to live a good long life. And same with the second wife's daughter, named the same name. They got to live a long life. But yes, exactly, Daddy. So again, it said Thompson earlier. See how it says Johnson. And then this is his mom. Again, Peter, that's his mom. And I did not check to see the siblings. No. Yeah. So there's no Doris, no Julie. I looked. Wow, I made the right decision on this part 2. Just had that gut feeling. I really did. Now I have to add somewhere in that title, wow. Triple wow. Again, that's all thanks to, again, how they're interacting with my tools, aka the REM pod and the Spirit Talker, especially when it said correct, right? When I was talking about stuff, it's like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. So again, I do have that thing that I'll say at the end of this. I'm staring right at it. So, piece of binder paper. I will say those phrases and words. That'll help them. Because I feel very sad. He was giving it his all to try to save her. But it was just too much in that lake. Especially with the current, because of this extra steamboat coming in. So it was a little choppy.
Who are you?
Well, this might be a new spirit coming in, and it's like, who are you? My name is Detective Lazari. If you happen to see other spirits, we're having a session with these two wonderful souls that tragically passed away in different times. One due to sadly falling into the waters, while the other one survived and eventually did have a little bit of life with another woman, but again, his life was cut short 20 years later, or 20-ish. So I don't know who you are, but my guess is you'll either let me know or I just scared the crap out of you. He's like, okay. But they're like, why are you talking to a person that's talking to a cat tree? I don't know. You should ask my cat. She's probably right here. Right, Mew Mew? Fiona, you here? Fifi? I bet you Fifi's here. She's probably on the bed. So again, I do have a spiritual kitty, or 4 of them, that are probably roaming around. Again!
We're really here.
Rimbon. So again, I'm assuming when it said that twice, it's probably the one that starts with the E and another one that starts with a P. Still waiting for their names, even though I said it in part 1, but it's been a few hours. So I'm sure they are really here. Otherwise, my Fifi, Bebe, Mooey, and Buttercup are always here.
Ethel.
Ethel. Hey, this must be, again, the one that just popped in, because it says, who are you? And I don't see your name in the list of family members tied to these, the P name. So Ethel, hi. Were you by chance a victim of a steamboat on June 9th, 1847? Otherwise, you're just popping in? Random name? I mean, I can totally do this thing where I click on the search button in the family tree and I type in Ethel and I get a bunch. There is a lot of Ethels in that family tree. There's 4 pages worth, so there's 40. So there is a possibility that Ethel is tied to actually the P name. Again, because it's a family tree that's not meant for mine. I'm just going to let you know there's 4 pages. I don't know if there's a Julie in here. Oh, there are some Julies in there. Of course. There's some Julies, only about 6 of them, but it's still something. And Doris. Doris was its other name. Yeah, actually there is. There's, again, another set of about 40. Again, proof. There's 40. So, again, there are some Dorises in that family tree. Oh!
I was so scared.
That's definitely the lady that starts with an E. I'm so sorry. Again, she just wanted to go and hitch a ride on the steamboat so she can get closer to her family she probably hadn't seen in a while. And it was like a twofer. Hang out with her husband, starts with a P. And since he was working, it was a twofer. Again, hitch ride, see family and relatives. And then again, the steamboat collided with another steamboat and very horrible damages started to occur to the point where things were making things sink. Wow, I'm so sorry. So again, that might be, I believe, E saying that. Or maybe even P. I'm sure they both were. And maybe even their friend Joseph, because he was on that same steamboat. Excuse me, pardon me. So P2, going well. I'm going to again put a wow in the title. So it's like part 2, wow. Aw.
Gentleness.
Wait. Is that what the word you put? Oh, hold on. Please hold. He said something about her. Please hold. It takes a while for me to find something in this very long. This one. Bad. Yes, it was a bad accident.
Bad.
Yes, it was a bad accident. And it got very bad. And the weather turned. Or I don't know if it was the waters because of the weather. Or again, it was a pure accident. People didn't see you because of the mist. Was it a foggy day? We don't know. It could have been a foggy day, and that's why the two collided. So mist earlier. Maybe that's why all of a sudden you hear a bang, meaning the collision sound. Because in my part 1, I got a bunch of residual phrases and sounds. So maybe that's what you were trying to show me, or not show me, but tell me. That bang was referring to what you heard before all this got super bad. So I'm sad to say that I don't see it. Gentleness. I thought I put it, but I'm sure she was gentle. So again, just like most sessions, I only go about an hour, but because it's part 2.
There's 5 of us.
Oh, okay. Well, again, E.P., maybe still Joe. I don't know Ethel, if she's counting as a 4th one. And then, I don't know who's the 5th one.
Hear us whisper.
Wow. I can tell that you're trying to talk to me in my ear. Because this high pitch ringing, it just occurred, but I didn't hear anything, like voice-wise. But usually that's an indicator that you're trying to talk to me. So I do apologize that I could not physically hear your spiritual ghostly voice. But perhaps the camera mic caught it. We won't know until playback. Because sometimes it'll pick up sounds that human ears may not hear. Maybe. Possibly. Oh.
The bad man's here.
Is that 5th one that I couldn't figure out? I wonder why you say that. I don't know. Trying to think of what you mean by bad man. Bad man. The one that caused the collision? You felt like is the bad man? I'm sure they didn't mean to collide. I don't know if they were trying to avoid it, but it was just too much and too fast. Again, things were not preventable. And again, the only thing that could have happened, they could have done is, I don't know, go faster and hope for the best. or stop completely and get hit completely. I don't know. Again, never been on a, well, did I ever go on a steamboat? I don't think so. I've been on a cruise twice as a child and a teenager. And I didn't like it. I get seasick. I get very concerned and worried when I'm on a place where there's water all around me and I can easily fall or, you know.
Evil.
Evil? Yeah. See, I have a feeling it said something like this, part 1 at the end. So did I lose the 2 maybe? Even though it said we're really here just a bit ago. Did they go? Or are they saving something for a little bit, like their energy for something else? Or they're waiting for me to pinpoint something that I didn't mention and they're going to finally say, yep, by messing around with the REM pod or something? I don't know. That or they left. No capo. Sorry, capo. All you have to do to make those go off is tap, shake, pick up, or push off. They will light up. They will not hurt you. Just like that REM pod, it didn't hurt you, did it? No. So, again, oh, see?
Love.
That's what they were waiting for. That's why it's been quiet. They were trying to say it's their love story, the heartbreaking love story. Love story. It is indeed a love story between, I'm just going to say their names because it's been 52 minutes, and I already said it in part 1. So, the love story between Eliza and Peter with the last name Howk. This is their story. This is them as spirits trying to come through and speak to me. You're touching my left arm, aren't you? Are you saying thank you for giving us a part 2 and allowing us to come through again? And you're touching my leg as well, my foot? That's my cat. My spirit cat tapping on my leg. It's tingling. So it's like a cold draft on my arm and tingling on my foot. Again, is someone here to tell me saying thank you? I don't know. So again, it is indeed a love story. And I know that they are up there in heaven together with their family because both their son and her, Eliza's, I guess, half daughter.
There's 2 of us.
Again, the 2 of them, right? Eliza and Peter. Yes. See? The 2 of them. The love story. Yep. Yep. So it went from possibly 5 to now 2. Maybe Eliza and Peter finally saying their love story. What was I going to say? So again.
Had enough.
Oh. So you want me to end it? Or is it you're referring to you were trying your hardest to stay afloat, but it was just too intense and you just couldn't hold on anymore, Eliza? And that big current, because of that big steamboat rescue, or the rescue steamboat had made, was too much for your body to hold on, and you just couldn't take it anymore and you slipped down into the water? That's the only thing when you put had enough. Otherwise, you had enough with the session, which I doubt that's the case. Well, like I said, I'm going to say the prayer for them at the end of this. EMF meter I saw as I looked away, but I saw it. But as I was mentioning, they're with their son, Charles, and their his second wife's daughter, which is again the same name as his first wife, as a, what do you call it again? as an honor to his first wife, he named his daughter that. That was very kind and beautiful of you. And I'm sure she appreciated that her legacy name continued. And I'm sure she was looking after the children even when she had passed, protecting and guiding them. Wait a minute, wait.
Thumbscrew.
Not that part. Here's the thing. Remember when you said that you were found, Peter, and you never figured out who this mysterious woman was that brought you back to the brink of life? And you wanted to always say thank you to her? Was there a chance that that was your wife? Her spirit was able to help you as a guardian angel for that moment, so you can survive and be there for that child, aka Charles? Again, REM pod's been quiet. Capitals haven't even gone off. Am I making sense? Is it possible either a family member or her herself came into the world to make sure that Peter was brought back to life, so that way he can be there for the family or their son? I don't know if they had more children than just a son. Based on the two family trees, I only see technically two. One for sure from the first wife, one from the second wife, which was a daughter. So again,
What is in your hand?
So again, what is in my hand is a filming device called the iPad. It is filming this session where I'm communicating to Eliza and Peter, HOWK, their love story. But I don't know if they're going to be able to answer me about something that I have this kind of hunch of who this mysterious woman was. That, or she brought a guardian angel to be there for her husband, so that way again he can survive. Because he was pretty much swollen, blue to color, unrecognizable by his own best friend. The only way to ID was for sure what he was wearing at the time, but his face features and everything wasn't easy to, again, ID him. And then somehow this woman brought him in, did whatever, got him to be back to being alive, and he never got her name. So it could have been a guardian angel or Eliza herself. If you got this far for part 2, maybe the viewers can comment below. What do you think? Who do you think was a mysterious woman? Was it Eliza, her spirit, or was it a guardian angel to help him, aka Peter, to survive, to be there for that
protection?
See, protection. So again, it can be a guardian angel or a spirit guide or Eliza. It can be any of them to protect him and to make sure that he can survive to protect the family. Because it would be very devastating to know that both the mother and father passed away on that same day, and leaving what may be at least one son without a family member. Although that son would have been close to 20s, but still, that wouldn't have been a nice thing to have. No parents around that age, yeah. So again, protection. So somebody out there was there to protect Peter and make sure he did not pass away that day or that time. But again, his life was cut short somehow. Towards the 1864. So, yeah. But he did, again, create another child. So he had 2 children. And they're, again, all have passed away since. So they should be all together, including the second wife. All right. This is your detective letting you know that it has been pretty much 1 hour. I just realized the time. I'm so sorry. So thank you to Eliza and Peter and the others that have popped in. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys made this a wow session. I'm glad I did the part 2. Oh, well, okay.
Extinction.
All right, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so this is, oh, maybe it's like they're saying bummer. Like, goddamn, she's ending it? No, yes, I have to. Anyways, this is your Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.